Hello everyone, it's Charles Norman here again with you from Sports Solutions LLC. We are the creators of AthleticSOS, which is a college research software for high school athletes. So now in this video, what I want to do is I want to address a problem that I'm seeing from the high school students that are using our system. In our system, we kind of get a head start on what's coming later on. And one of the big problems going on right now is there is a log jam at the collegiate level in 2020 because of the backlog that's going to be caused because a lot of the colleges had to cancel their season this year. And so we all know that you get 4 years of eligibility at the collegiate level. But what happens if because of COVID-19 and the situation we're in, that a lot of the colleges had to cancel their season? This is kind of unprecedented, right? Maybe every now and then you have one or two colleges that may not have something for some reason, but this is the first time thousands of colleges did not have a season this year. Now, some of them are going to try to make up for it in the spring and try to bring some of those fall sports and those winter sports forward, but it's not going to happen at a large enough clip to make a difference. So for the high-level blue chip type recruit, I think you're still going to be okay. But if you were a mid-level or a just barely there type athlete that was having trouble in the first place, you're going to have a little bit more trouble. And so inside of our software, I went ahead and put a quick video together telling our members what they should do and what steps to take. And so I'm going to play that video for you. Now, like I always do on these videos, at the end, I'll put a link so that you can get a discount and a code so you can get a discount if you want to use our software. Again, you don't have to use our software to do anything that I'm telling you about in these videos. You can do it on your own, but the software helps. And the only reason I'm really including that this time is because I'm going to show, when I go and show them what to do, I use the software as an example and what to do within our software. But just in general, keep in mind, imagine you're a 4-year college player. All of a sudden, you didn't have to play this year. You didn't get a chance to play this year. Do you stay and play again? Do you leave? And then even if you were a junior or a sophomore or a freshman, you still have that extra year available. And now you're in high school and you're a senior or you're a junior or you're a sophomore. There is a backlog there. There's a log jam. There's a bottleneck. And that's got to be taken care of. Now, I'm sure they'll come up with different ways to do that. But for right now, keep that in mind. Take a look at the video I put together for you. And as always, you guys, best of luck on your endeavors. Talk to you later.
Hello everyone. In this video, we want to go over some ideas for you to get an advantage over everyone else attempting to get athletic scholarships from 2020 and beyond. We think things are going to change quite a bit in the next few years, and we want to make sure you're in the perfect position to secure an athletic scholarship versus the competition. So one of the things we talk about over and over inside of AthleticSOS is being in position, right? You want to position yourself so that you have the best chance to get where you want to be. And that's our second piece. We want to make sure you're going to a place that feels right for you, that fits what you want as you move past college even, but while you're on campus, that you feel good about being there. And if something were to happen and you were no longer able to play the athletics, you would still want to be at that school. So one of the things we talk about is your GPA, your SAT, and your ACT scores. Now, one of the things that's happening as time goes on, more and more schools are abandoning the ACT and SAT. But we feel there'll be a few more years before this becomes widespread. So it's going to be really important that you get this together. So for your GPA, remember we always tell you a 3.5 GPA puts you at a level where if you're going D2, D3, or you're in a particular sport where there's not a full ride being offered, they can give you a combination of academic money and athletic money, and it makes you more appealing to that school. The other thing for the SAT and ACT, I want to go a little bit more in, and it'll be a little bit further into this video. We want to talk about identifying best opportunities for you by looking at your scores compared to what the school is looking for on the other side. And every college is looking for something different for different reasons. Now, the reason this video is really important and we wanted to put it out is because there's a mathematical problem going on in sports after COVID-19. Many of the colleges have canceled their sports program. And for the NCAA and the NAIA, you have 4 years of eligibility to play sports at the collegiate level. So what happens if all of those players don't play this year, that their sport was canceled? They get to come back next year. So what happens then to the high school senior that is expecting to get an athletic scholarship? Well, there's a log jam there, and you can see it. And it's not just for the seniors from high school. What about the juniors and the sophomores and the freshmen? That log jam needs to get cleared out. Now, I have a lot of ideas maybe for the colleges to clear out that log jam, but I don't know what they're going to do, and neither do you. So we want to make sure we have a clear-cut plan of action to make us more appealing, or to give us at least a great shot of securing one of the fewer athletic scholarship opportunities 2020 and beyond. So the next thing we want to look at when we're looking at our sport, we'll just pick basketball for this situation. I'm just going to pick an area of the country. It doesn't matter here. The next area is your division level. So we talked about this in some of the other videos. If you're a D1 level athlete and you pick a D2 school or D3 school, you're going to have a great chance of getting the few athletic scholarship opportunities that are available. That may be something you want to look for. I know you're a D1 athlete, you want to play D1, or if you're D2, you don't want to play D3 or NAIA, but at least think about it, because one of the other things that's happening as we move forward is the NIL, the name, image, and likeness rules that are going to come into play over the next few years. So if you go to a particular school and you're really good at that school, you're going to have an opportunity to be entrepreneurial with your name, image, and likeness, so you possibly can make money or at least find some benefits from being a really good player at that school, other than just being the big player on campus. It could be lucratively in dollars and cents. That money can go into your pocket for whatever you want to do next. So at least keep it in mind. If you're trying to go pro, that's a little bit different, but I will say this: if you were D1 and you went to a high-level D2 program, you still could possibly make it to pros. It'll be a little bit different, but you're gonna have to put up, big numbers, big stats to make it there. But it is an option. If going pro is not necessarily something that's gonna happen for you, then going one level down could really make a difference about your getting an athletic scholarship with more money. So at D2 level, they don't have to give you full rides on any of the sports, but they may give you one if you're a D2 kid and you're coming in. You're a D1 kid and you're coming in at a D2 level, or you're a D2 kid coming at D3 or NAIA, you may be able to get a little bit more out of them for you coming to that next level. So, let's go ahead and pick some schools here. And so we can see, you know how the system works because you guys are inside the system. But let's click details and go a little bit further into what we want to be.
Okay, I feel a little guilty here. Yeah, I know, I cut the video off. There's only about a third left. So I gave you 2/3 of what I put on our membership site. And I did that because I get a lot of complaints from people that have paid for the software, and then I come in and give a lot of great advice, because one of the things we always say, if you use our software, you have an advantage over your competitors. And so they're saying, well, why did I pay if you're going to give a lot of this stuff away? And normally I would say, hey, you pay for the software, which gives you the biggest advantage. But I know I cut you guys off, but it is inside the system. Okay, I'm going to give you a discount now. If you want to use it, you can. But otherwise, just take the 2/3 of stuff that I told you there. It should be somewhat helpful for you. And now you at least know that this could be a situation. So just remember, get as many options and opportunities in your back pocket, lock them up. And so if they start to fall off, and that's even without this COVID-19 situation, you should have been doing that anyway. And I've been talking about that for years. So I apologize, and just stay tuned. I'm going to give you the discount code, and it's good for at least 100 people. I always put a different code for each video, because that way I can kind of track which videos had some traction. But I always wish the best for all of you guys. I always want to do whatever I can to help you stay in the game. All right? Sorry, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.